Dolman's trailer. Took out Fran Hinkle's sump pump.
Oh, no.
Is this all you got?
That's it.
Clean it up?
Packing up. I'm getting out of here. I've had it. Listen, if you know anybody who wants to buy a house, let me know. I'll take any offer right about now.
Good. About time you got the message.
Don't start with me, old man.
Don't tell me not to start with you.
Listen, take the house. It drives him crazy that my dad left the house to me, his son, instead of to his brother.
I don't want the house. Never did. Virgil left it for you. Oh, but all he wants is to sell it. Get the hell out again.
Since when is it a crime to leave home to go to college?
It is if you never come back. Broke your father's heart.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Sent him to an early grave.
Oh, right. It was me that made him choke on the meatloaf.
Now he's paying you back, dropping melons on you.
It is not him that's dropping the melons!
He's got God's ear.
Enough with the God's ear talk already.
Go ahead. Turn your back on your home again. Get out of here before he drops a Buick on you.
Makes you feel all warm and fuzzy, doesn't it?
He just doesn't like me. Been that way since the day we met.
Do you have any idea why?
I don't know. He's kind of
What?
a bum.
Why do you say that?
He takes cheap shots. Always looking for a fight. Everything I say, he turns around, gets all riled up.
He says that you looked at him smugly at the wedding, and that's what prompted the fight.
You see? That's what I'm talking about. You can't even look at the guy anymore. I don't get it. I got a nice business, a nice house. You'd think he'd be happy I married his sister.
Maybe he's jealous. He's unemployed, he lives in a one-room apartment, he's single. You run your own business, you're happily married.
To his sister.
Well, maybe you should talk about it. Get it out in the open. Work out your differences.
I don't know. Haven't talked to him since the wedding.
Well, you could do it here in this office. I could mediate if you'd like. For your wife's sake?
Okay. I'll do it if he will. 10 rounds, pay-per-view. Kidding.
Naflion, city in Greece, 1981. Hundreds of frogs fell from the sky.
Okay.
Then there was this town in Tasmania a few years back. People woke up to find their homes covered in slime. Jellyfish, dumped on the town during a storm.
Yuck.
Weirdest one happened to a Japanese fishing boat that sank in the sea of Okhotsk in 1990. Crew members who were pulled from the water told authorities that the ship was hit by a falling cow.
A cow?
Apparently, there were several of them raining down all around the boat. One of them scored a direct hit, tore right through the hull.
Wow.
True story. Impact that strong, the cow had to have fallen from a great height. Engaging from the diameter of the melon splatters in Kerwin's Landing, the same thing probably happened there.
What are you thinking, a plane or something?
Yep. In the case of the cows, it was a Russian transport carrying a load of cattle. The movement of the herd inside the plane threw the balance off. The crew jettisoned the cows to keep from crashing.
Bummer for the cattle, huh?
Yes, it was.
You know, some of the stuff we investigate is really strange.
Yes, it is.
No, I don't remember seeing any plane. I don't remember hearing any plane either. The sky was clear, except for the melons. Completely smashed Mary Pepper's birdhouse. Feathers everywhere.
Did you get much damage?
Oh, not much, luckily. Just wrecked my husband's work shed. No great loss, though.
Does he feel that way?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. He left us 4 years ago. Soured on the business after the mine closed and couldn't take living here anymore. Just took off.
Where'd he go?
Who knows? Moves around a lot. He was Denver last year. He used to call every once in a while, but now he, probably had the right idea leaving town. Barely keep this place afloat.
How come you stay?
Bailey loves it here. The safety of it, I guess. The steadiness of home. It's comforting, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He was heartbroken when his father...
Ready yet?
Yeah, it's right there.
Bailey, what do you think about the melons?
Bizarre.
He thinks it's another sign.
Oh, yeah? More food for the town?
I don't know. Doesn't make sense to drop watermelons, and they splattered everywhere. Probably some other reason we don't know yet.
Okay, don't dawdle. You got homework. Just give him the food and come home.
Where you going, Billy?
Give Homer his supper.
We got tired of watching him eat cold spaghettios out of a tin.
You mind if I tag along?
Sure.
Don't dawdle.
3 months I worked on that chair. And what do? You drop a watermelon on it. Next time, give me a warning.
Got your dinner, Homer.
Who's he talking to?
My brother.
He died. His spirit lives in the water now. Homer sprinkled his ashes from the dock.
Dumped from a tin can. Because the law wouldn't let me send him off proper.
Proper?
Viking funeral. Homer wanted to put him in a boat and set it on fire. That would have been cool.
Numunum vit erskilja. Now, we shall here go separate ways.
Sounds like you two were close.
We were like brothers.
Born and raised here. They even fought in a war together, too. In the Navy.
Korea. Damming the red tide.
Sank thousands of ships.
Thousands.
And then returned home to a hero's welcome.
Back here, where we belong.
The mine their blood, the salt air their soul.
Models the town, beads are the watermelons, and the fans, a high-altitude westerly wind, 40 miles per hour sustained according to the Weather Service.
What about the model plane?
Cargo transport, headed for a resort off the coast carrying fruits and vegetables. Door accidentally popped open and a full load of watermelons dropped out before they could shut it again. The plane was far enough away not to be heard in Kerwin's landing, but close enough for the wind to blow the melons smack into the middle of town.
That's...
Very unusual.
yeah.
Yes. And coupled with the falling fish a few days before, one hell of a coincidence.
But still explainable. Maybe we just shouldn't tell them at all. I don't want to break the kid's heart again.
Look, they're gonna find out about it sooner or later, right? And it doesn't mean he still can't consider it a sign. I mean, it's pretty strange what happened with or without an explanation, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Declan,
Yeah? Okay. Now it's officially weird.
Money.
Yeah. Thousands of, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Who knows?
Wow, another plane?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, we're looking into it. Maybe it was an armored car, you know, traveling on the freeway there, and the doors fly open and the wind carries the money into town. I don't know.
That's amazing.
No kidding. Even if we're able to come up with some kind of explanation, that's 3 bizarre downpours in 1 week in the same town.
I won't bring up the word coincidence.
I appreciate that. I'm telling you, there's definitely something going on here. You ought to come out. Who knows what's going to fall out of the sky next?
Oh, I'm sorry, Declan, I can't. I'm just about to start a session.
All right. I'll see you later. I gotta go. Miranda?
Quiet now. Quiet, everybody. According to the amounts that everybody's told me they've collected, we're looking at over $500,000, which fell on the town. And even though we're excited about the money, I'm afraid we can't spend any of it just yet.
Why not?
Because we don't know where it came from.
A gift from God, like manna from heaven sent to the Israelites in the belly of the whale.
Well?
Just go with it.
We can't be sure of anything just yet. Right, Declan?
That's correct. I mean, I'm fairly certain that most recent downpour will have a logical explanation, like the fish, like the watermelons. I spoke with a police detective friend of mine who assured me that when the rightful owner of the money does step forward and declares it missing or stolen, you'll have to return it.
And if we don't?
Well, you could probably get in loads of trouble.
What if no one reports it missing?
Well, I guess if a certain amount of time went by, I guess the money would be yours.
I think what we should be discussing is how the money will be divided.
What are you talking about?
Well, not everybody collected the same amount. For example, I was at my house. By the time I got to Main Street, where the bulk of the money had landed, most of it had already been scooped up. Mostly by someone dragging a net behind his car.
Snooze, you lose.
It's not fair. The money fell on the town. We should divide it evenly among us.
People, let's cross one bridge at a time, okay? The money's not even ours yet. Declan and Miranda are going to talk to the police. Until they finish their investigation, we are going to have to sit tight, okay?
I don't agree with that.
This is good. A very positive step. You two both agreeing to meet like this, to talk this out. I think before we begin, we should acknowledge the common bond you two share. Trisha, your sister, and your wife. Someone you both love very much, who wants nothing more than to see you two get along. Are you willing to give her that?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. There's been some misunderstanding, so let's get started. Stan, you feel that Ralph is always trying to show you up.
That's right.
Ralph, is this true?
No. I mean, I never meant to do anything like that.
It sure looks like it. You're always walking around in those fancy suits, Italian shoes.
I wear these suits for my business.
Stan, does it bother you that Ralph has his own business?
Couldn't care less. What is that?
What?
Rolling your eyes.
Oh, so it's okay for you to roll your eyes, but I can't?
You see? This is what he does. He gives me these looks, just like at the wedding.
Hey, I was trying to be nice at the wedding.
You were trying to be nice.
I let you into my wedding party. I paid for your tux.
I never asked you to pay for my tux.
And what do? You tell a DJ to play another one, bites the dust. Made your sister cry.
You made my sister cry when you said I do.
How about I make you cry?
You make me cry every time I smell that perfume you wear.
It's called soap,
Ralph.
Stan. Try using it sometime.
Yeah, how about I take a bar and I shove it?
Stan? Ralph? We're not going to achieve anything this way. So before we continue, I want you both to cool down.
You're right, don't you, fella? How's that? Cool enough for you?
Stan? Stop it, you guys! Stop it!
I'm gonna finish this.
Dinner, Homer. Pork chops.
Give me a hand here, will you?
Expecting rain?
Nope. Ain't that pretty? Stopped counting at 100 G's. Figure there's close to double that.
You're rich.
How much you get?
$42.
That all?
Well, I was riding around town telling people about the falling money, but by the time I told everyone, most of it was gone. What?
An old soul you are. Want to split my take with you?
What? No, you can't do that.
Of course I can. It's my money. Do what I want with it. You earned it, boy. Remind me of Eldon. Before he grew up, lost his way.
Really?
Used to sit out there on the docks,